Hello and welcome to video number 3. We are on chapter 3, lesson 8, activity 35. As you can tell, we're going to be working on adding fractions. Now, all of you have learned this. Most of you might remember, most of you might not remember, and that's okay. We're here to jog your memory. In our first example, we're taking 12 1/5 plus 4 3/5. Now, we have our denominators, these numbers on the bottom. They're the same number. They are the common denominator. So it makes adding these really easy. Because our denominators are the same, we just want to take our numerators, the 1 and the 3, and we want to add those together. And in our answer, the numerator is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. The 5 stays. And then we simply take the 12 plus the 4 to give us the 16. Okay? In example number 2, it gets a little trickier. We're taking 13 2/7 plus 3 3/14. These do not have the same denominator yet, okay? We need to find the common denominator. When you look at 3 3/14, we always want to see, does the 7 that we need to change go into 14? And in this case, it does. So what we want to do is we want to multiply by the number that will give us those common denominators. 7 times 2 will give us the 14. That will give us the same denominator. What we do to the bottom of the fraction, we have to do to the top. So 2 times the 2 will give us the 4. And now we're ready to add 13 4/14 plus 3 3/14. So the denominator would stay the same, the 14. 4 plus 3 gave us the 7, and 13 plus 3 gives us the 16. From there, we simply simplify, okay? 16 7/14 equals 16.5. This would be our final answer. If you've been watching my videos, though, you know that I always err on the side of working smarter and not harder. This is a lot of work. We have just downloaded this great app if you watched video number 2. If you haven't watched video number 2, allow me to share with you the app that we downloaded. So if you already have this, sit tight for a little bit. If you need it, follow along. So the first thing that I want to do is go to my fraction calculator. If you don't have that downloaded, if you go to the Play Store or the App Store, if you're on an iPhone, and if you type in fraction calculator, you can see that in my recent searches. We want to go with the fraction calculator and decimals, the image that is black and orange. Okay? That's the one that's the easiest to use, the one that I have found to be the most helpful. So I've already downloaded it. I'm just going to open it, and now we're ready to go. To add these together, we want to take, for number 1, the 6 1/8. So my 6 is these big numbers off to the side. The top numbers is my numerator. The bottom numbers are my denominator. And I want to add it, excuse me. I want to add it with 3 3/8. Okay, once I have my problem set up like that, all I have to do is hit equals, and that gives us the answer of 9 1/2. It simplifies it for us, okay? If we were to do this the way of the example, which is perfectly fine, we would have the 6 plus the 3 would give us the 9. We'd still have the 8 on the bottom, but the 1 and the 3 would give us the 4. So 9 4/8 simplifies to 9 1/2. Okay, I'm going to erase that though so that I don't get confused with my answer key. But it's really as simple as that. Once you download the app, life is a whole lot simpler. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for number 2. It's no different when you have bigger numbers. Let's clear this out. Maybe. There we go. Okay. And this time we're going to put in 16 for our starting number. 5 goes in for the numerator. 16 again for the denominator. Whoops, 16. We'll hit delete. There we go. A little tricky there. Okay, so 16 and 5/16. We are adding, so plus 3, 3, and 2. You got to hit it just right for this one, over 16. Okay, once we have that in, we hit equals. It simplifies it for us, and we're left with our answer, 19 and 7/16. Okay, so we see from there that our denominator stayed the same. It would have been simplified had we done it the old-fashioned way. Okay, the rest of the worksheet is just doing this. Again, if you're using this fraction calculator, it's simplifying it for you. If you are using it the old-fashioned method, be sure that you are checking to see if it can simplify, okay? And that goes off of the last worksheet that we did. Any questions, let us know. Contact us. You know how to get a hold of us. And you also know our office hours. We are here to help. We are waiting for you to reach out. And we're looking for any contact we can have because we miss you. All right? Happy adding.